Guys, it's currently 1:30 p.m. Quick update. Hindi ako nakapag vlog lately because nangangapa pa ako sa bagong role ko as a nurse dito. And so far so good. Like speechless ako sa culture, sa work-life balance dito. I have never been like excited every day to come to work and learn a lot of new stuff. I don't know about you guys, but it's been 3 years since I haven't been nursing, like I haven't been a real RN. If you have been watching me lately, so yeah, when I first landed here in Canada, I never really thought of if I could work as an RN here. I don't know why. I think just the thought of moving to Canada, it's already overwhelming for me, and it was also in the middle of pandemic that I moved here in Canada, so there was a lot of things going on. I'm also a breadwinner. I'm supporting my siblings in their studies, so I really can't afford to process my nursing process at the same time when I first landed here in Canada. Like for the first 3 months working as a CCA, we were still adjusting, budgeting our bills, and we started living in a basement and in our relatives' house. So, and I was still working as a virtual assistant. I'm working from home and I have a lot of clients from different medical industries. I work for them. They are located in the United States. So, Philippine-wise, if Philippine currency, yung my salary back then is very sustainable in the Philippine lifestyle or in the Philippine setting. But when I landed here, my salary back in the Philippines is not sufficient in our life here in Canada because everything here in Canada is very expensive. I left my virtual assistant role and I switched to continuing care assistant. So continuing care assistant, it's like a nursing assistant, nursing aide, nursing care aide, personal support worker from other provinces. But it's just the same responsibility. So it's like you are working in the nursing field, but you're only doing the stuff that doesn't require a license. It's like an assistant of a nurse, so you don't have to worry about nursing procedures, medicines, stuff like that. So that was my first job here in Canada, and to be honest, okay naman yung salary because the salary it's $24 per hour compared to the salary that I was earning back home, compared to the salary that I had while I was still a virtual assistant back home. It was $10 per hour. So okay talaga siya sa Philippine setting na salary. But here in Canada, it wouldn't pay the bills. So I really have to switch my career, and I worked as a continuing care assistant because that is the job that I know. I don't know anything about like restaurants, hotel, and everything like that. I just know the medical stuff. So I switched my career from a virtual assistant to continuing care assistant, and so far sa first job ko dito, and not first facility, but the facility that I was working, maganda talaga siya, and that's where I got inspired, especially by the nurses that I'm working with in the unit. I got inspired by them, and then they really pushed me, and then they gave me encouragement not to pursue my nursing career. And so that's how it started. And then I started my CCA career around October of 2021, and then I started my nursing process. I opened an NNAS account the next year, which was January of 2022. So tapos sinabay ko na din yung NCLEX ko, New York NCLEX, around that time, and then passed all the requirements, completed everything by March of 2022. So, nagkaroon ako ng ATT the next year, February of 2023, and I passed my NCLEX by May of 2023. So, it was a long journey, but it didn't felt like it was a long journey because I was enjoying my role as a CCA. I was really fond of the patients. I really had fun in my CCA career. I made friends. I get to learn a lot of things and how they do their nursing here. Here they call all staffs LPN, RPN, RN, CCA as nursing staff. So there's no discrimination. All those roles are called nursing staff. So yun, unlike to where I came from, which is in the Philippines and in Saudi Arabia, I'm very happy that I get to pursue my nursing career here, and I never thought about it because being a breadwinner, when it comes to yourself, lagi talaga yung last. And you always prioritize your family, your siblings, and you forgot na may dreams ka pala, diba? So, I never thought about becoming a nurse here because it's very expensive. But God works in mysterious ways. So, I was so lucky that I had a virtual assistant experience. Without those virtual assistant experience, I wouldn't be able to get a client. So while I was working as a CCA, I was also working from home. If you watch my previous videos, I was working 2 jobs before. I was working as a CCA and a medical virtual assistant here, and I'm very lucky that I get the chance to have that experience before, because if not, I wouldn't be able to get a second job, which is a work from home job, and which is very convenient for me because it's just working in the comforts of your own home. And the rate that I had on my previous client was higher than my CCA rate because my client is from the US. So it was like equivalent to $30 per hour in Canadian. But I am not working full-time with them. I am working full-time with my CCA, and then I just work from home during my off or after my 7 to 3 p.m. job. So yun. So if I didn't have my second job, I wouldn't be able to afford processing my nursing license, and I wouldn't be able to save up para makapag-review ako for 3 months, because when I started reviewing for my NCLEX, I felt the need na kailangan ko mag-off for a long time because it's been 10 years since I last graduated. Kinakalawang na yung brain natin. I really have to have some time off at work to focus on my NCLEX because sayang naman yung rate na binabayad mo if lagi kang nag-retake, and it's how much? 300 Canadian dollars. Might as well focus for that 3 months and then pass it right away, diba? So ayun, so I was just so lucky to have that second job because it made me afford the nursing process, and gave me the opportunity to have some time off at work. And also for my husband for not letting me work and just let me worry about NCLEX, not letting me worry about the bills. So ayun, so yeah, and fast forward now, I am now working as an RN here in Canada, and so far so good. All the efforts, the money that I have spent just to process for the NCLEX finally paid off, and I am just so happy. And I hope that you guys who's watching this who are nurses back home or in other country, I hope you get the chance to pursue your nursing career because it's all worth it. The work culture is very amazing. Like, it's way different from the Philippines and in Saudi Arabia. Unlike the Philippines, we work like 8-hour shifts, like from 6 to 2, 2 to 10, 10 to 6, diba? But here in Canada, you have the option to work an 8-hour shift or a 12-hour shift. So for me personally, I would prefer working in a 12-hour shift because madami kang off compared to having that 8-hour shift, which is like every day nagwo-work ka. In Saudi Arabia, we had more OT, like we work 7 or 8 a.m. until 11 p.m. because we were understaffed all the time. So there are more chances of overtime in Saudi Arabia. Here in Canada, you get the chance to choose a rotation, like if you want an 8-hour shift, which is mostly preferable sa mga new moms, those who have kids. Mas prefer talaga nila yung 8-hour shifts. Not all naman ha, but most mostly moms with kids, moms with younger kids, they usually prefer working 8-hour shifts and then 12-hour shifts, which is my preferred shift, because you only get the chance to work like 3 days in a week or 4 days in a week, and then you have a week off. I had more than 3 days off, which is so healthy for me, which is so healthy mentally, emotionally, and physically. And the last thing that I like about the work environment here is that you don't have to finish all the procedures, all the nursing stuff within your shift. There's sometimes that some of the things you don't get to finish on your shift, you can just endorse it to the night shift nurse. And being a new nurse and being in a new healthcare system, nangangapa pa ako, and my anxiety is just really high. Like, oh my god, I stress a lot. I stress about a lot of things that I find stressful, that I find normal before while I was still working in Saudi Arabia and in the Philippines. And when I started working here in Canada, hindi pala ako dapat mag-stress. If in the Philippines, you have to extend an hour or two because there are some procedures that you didn't get to finish during your shift. Here in our facility, if I don't get the chance to finish it, some of the night nurses would just tell me that don't worry about it, don't think about work when you're at home. So yeah, dun ako natutuwa. So yeah, back in the Philippines, like if you were not able to finish a certain responsibility or a nursing procedure, we really have to like extend, and then sometimes the time extension that we did, sometimes it's OTTY na, and like it's not banked or we're not paid. I started being an RN here. Dito ako na-shocked and na-culture shock sa work environment. Like, it's like, wow. If only ganito lang sa Philippines, no? Like, hindi toxic yung environment. I think a lot of Filipinos would stay in the Philippines. One of the reasons why Filipino nurses leave the hospital setting because of this kind of toxic environment. Here in Canada's work environment, if you are logging out at 7, you are logging out at 7. So if in case you didn't finish some of your stuff, the next nurse will finish it. Because that's what it is about, right? That is what endorsement is about. To endorse the things that are yet to be done, that are not yet finished. And of course, salary, na-shock din ako kasi worth it talaga yung bayad ng nurses dito. Unlike in the Philippines, back when I was still starting, it was 8,000 a month. I don't know now, but still, it wouldn't, like, it's just enough to pay your bills. Hindi siya nakakabuhay ng pamilya, to be honest. So if you are a nurse, an internationally educated nurse, and you're currently here in Canada or looking forward to live and work here in Canada, I hope you find this video inspiring and helpful. So I hope you get the chance to fight for your nursing dreams. You deserve it. You deserve the rate, you deserve the environment, you deserve the work-life balance, and I hope you get the chance to pursue your nursing career. Currently, I'm very happy to where I am at. I don't know about the next 5 years or 10 years, and I hope you guys get to be inspired to my vlogs, to my videos, and I hope you get the chance to fight for your dreams. Because if you are a nurse back home or in other parts of the world and you are planning to move here in Canada or somewhere in the US, don't let yourself stay in one place. Grow, explore, because there's a lot of things out there and you deserve all the good things in life. So if you're a breadwinner like me, if I was able to do it, you will be able to do it too. And that's it. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe into my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!